Thank you so much, gentlemen. Good morning, everyone. It's so great to see all of you. Yeah. Hello. I'd like to invite everyone to please go ahead and turn off their cell phone if you haven't already. I want to say good morning to everyone joining us on Zoom. You're so welcome here as well. Great. So we start every week with an acknowledgement of the native lands on which we gather. The Eureka Center for Spiritual Living acknowledges that the land on which we gather is the ancestral territory of the Wiyot peoples. This territory extends to the communities throughout most of Humboldt County, and we honor the Wiyot peoples today. Ho. Great. So I don't see that Donna is here. Okay, good. I was really hoping someone other than me was leading the singing. I would take this in a dark direction very quickly. Thank you, Bev. You have no idea how grateful I am.
Wait a minute. Okay, we'll do it this way. There we go. Good morning. All right. Oh, sorry. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for this friend, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bev. All right, so here is our opening affirmation. What I'd like to invite you to do today is we're going to say the first part together and then turn to somebody, introduce yourself, and either shake hands or give them a fist bump, all right? We are a welcoming community where the vibration of love lifts us, the wisdom of the ages inspires us, and the science of mind teaching empowers us. All right, so here is the lineup of events for this week. Here's the lineup of things that are going on at the center this week. But first, I want to draw your attention to something that's happening right after the gathering today. And that is that today is Reverend Angelica's 12th anniversary with our center. And so Vicki has brought cake, 2 different kinds, because she understands how we are about cake. And so I welcome you to stay after and congratulate Reverend Angelica and let her know what she means to you. And I'm wondering if we could all join in a rousing verse of "For She's a Jolly Good Fellow." Yeah. I'll even lead this one. All right, ready? For she's a jolly good fellow, for she's a jolly good fellow, for she's a jolly good fellow, which nobody can deny. Oh, here comes the rebuttal.
First of all, I'm not a fellow. But you know that. Fixed you now. What? Quarterly, we choose a volunteer of the quarter, and we haven't given the second quarter person the certificate and stuff yet. So a few weeks ago, I had the Love Squad come up here and stand, and so I would like Vicki to come up here.
You're not resigning, are you?
Yeah, and you're going to have to take it over.
Oh, this is great.
So this is actually for the Love Squad, but it's for Vicki because she established it, she organizes it, etc., and everybody loves you because of it.
Oh, thank you very much.
So thank you.
That's very sweet.
This will be going on our wall.
And Love Squad, there's an email and a text out there for you to review right now.
By the way, those of you who have been helped by the Love Squad, raise your hands.
Oh, I was curious.
I'm here. Oh, there's one back there, yeah.
Glory.
Couple. Yeah, there's some over there. Okay, good, great. I know there's a lot more than that, because I get all those emails too.
Look, it's a great picture.
All right, so today is the second session of a class taught by Edward called Music Made Simple. And no experience or instrument is necessary. There is a $10 love offering to cover the printing costs of this class. Bev, do you want to come up? It's backpack week. It's backpack week.
It's all about backpacks. Today is backpacks. And Wednesday, we're having our backpack stuffing party on Wednesday at 2. This year we had an increase from 16 kiddos up to 25. So we have lots and lots. And Catherine Flabada is helping me get everything over here, and we'll be all set up, ready to go at 2 o'clock. Yes? Supplies I do all the ordering of, but donations are always a necessary part of getting, pardon? Financial donations, yes, we got that one, okay. So we'll see everyone at 2 that wants to come and help us get this, get all the backpacks together and do a wonderful thing. The people from Bridge House will be here as well. Not the children and those people, but the heads of Bridge House will be over here to help us with the packing, so you get to meet them as well. See you then.
All right. So Scott is not here right now. He's actually running a 5K this morning. Yeah, but his plan is to dash in as soon as that is over this morning and distribute the books for his class that is going to be next Saturday from noon to 2. This class is based on a book called The Art of Noticing. So if you ordered a book, he will be here as the service ends. Also, he is going to have books next Saturday before the class. So if somebody is not here today, they can just come a little bit early and pick up their book at that time. So anyway, needless to say, he's very excited about this class. And it's all about finding the joy in everyday things and noticing the good about what is going on. All right, so next Sunday, Reverend Georgia Prescott from the Center for Spiritual Awareness in Sacramento, West Sacramento, is going to be our guest speaker. I'm pretty excited, I'm not gonna lie. Reverend Prescott is actually the Reverend who married my husband and I. So yeah, so to say I'm a fan is a gross understatement. Anyway, she's just a lovely person. I know a few of you know her. And she's just down to earth and wicked smart and wicked funny. And so she's going to do the message next week, and then she's going to teach a class, which you can see the title of it up here. It's called Just Say No, Hell No to Graceful Aging. And so anyway, that will be for a $20 love offering. And like I say, her sense of humor really infuses everything she does. So I would encourage you to check that out. I'll be sitting in the front row taking furious notes. All right, Carol, do you want to come up?
Oh, right side up, okay. Next Sunday, we're doing a sharing salon at our home, and there's carpools because we live in Rio Del, so if you need a ride. And maybe you want to know what we share. So I thought I would tell you a few of the items that people have brought. They brought surfing trophies. They brought love letters from who knows when. People have cried. They told us stories about their cars that landed on top of a tree. People have brought drums. They play drums. People recite children's stories they've written. People bring art. People bring all kinds of books they've made and all kinds of things and articles they've written. And some people just tell stories about how they're feeling, today or what they're doing. And anyway, it's a nice way to get to know each other, and it's a nice way just to have a positive time out, just to enjoy each other's company and to talk about nice, happy things. Anyway, flyers are over there. There's a sign-up sheet. And, bring appetizers. That's it. Okay.
Thank you, Carol. All right. On Friday, August 21st from 11:30 to 1 is the next session of For the Love of Writing, which is hosted by Lorna and Reverend Angelica here at the center in person. Our next Gratefulness Gathering is on Saturday, August 22nd from 10:30 to noon. It's hosted by David and Lena Nunez, again in person here at the center. And then later that same day is the men's group from 3 to 5 here in person as well. And then Louise is doing her next session of Art with Louise, making Japanese postcards using black watercolor. It sounds really elegant, Louise. I think this sounds really neat. If you have watercolors and a brush, bring them. If not, Louise will have everything that you need. No experience necessary, which is always a really good thing with an art class. The cost is a love offering. All right, we're still looking for a Zoom moderator or moderators for our online attendees. If you're interested, please talk to Ari or Reverend Angelica. We have practitioners available after the service if you'd like to talk, if you need support, if you want to know more about what this place is all about. This morning we have with us Susan, Edward, and Reverend Angelica. The little pantry looks great. Of course, we can always use donations, but it's nice and full up right now. So anyway, thank you, everyone, for all the things that you have brought. It's always appreciated. Our theme this month is learning to trust. And so, Bev, I'm going to turn things over to you and get far away from the microphone because we're singing again.
I'd like to invite you all to just take a nice big deep breath, and we're going to breathe in this music and open our hearts. And Jackson. Open my eyes that I may see fullness of truth thou hast for me. Place in my hands the wonderful key that shall unclasp and set me free. Silently now I wait for thee, ready, my God, thy will to see. Open my eyes, illumine me, Spirit divine. My eyes are open now, I see fullness of truth thou hast for me. My hands now hold the wonderful key that opens door and sets me free. Joyously now I work with thee, ready, my God, thy will to see. My eyes are open now, I see Spirit divine. Thank you.
The subject to this month is trust, and for me, faith goes right along with that. And I was having trouble finding something that resonated with me. So after going through all my books, and I apologize for my throat, it's doing weird things today, I went back to my favorite, one of my favorites, Mark Nepo, and I found this reading called Opening to Faith. And if you're new here, after I do the reading, there'll be a minute of silence, and then Jackson will sing us into and out of the invocation. So I invite you, just get comfortable in your chairs. Take these words into your heart if it feels appropriate. We often move away from pain, which is helpful only before being hurt. Once in pain, it seems the only way out is through. Like someone falling off a boat, struggling to stay above the water only makes things worse. We must accept we are there and settle enough so that we can be carried by the deep. The willingness to do this is the genesis of faith, the giving over to currents larger than us. Even fallen leaves float in lakes, demonstrating how surrender can hold us up. We can learn from the leaves that float around ducks. In life as in water, when we curl up or flail, we sink. When we spread and go still, we are carried by the largest sea of all, the sea of grace that flows steadily beneath the turmoil of events. And just as fish can't see the ocean they live in, we can't quite see the spirit that sustains us.
Softly and tenderly, Spirit is calling, calling for you and for me. See on the portals a new day is dawning. Dawning for you and for me. Come home, come home. You are seeking, come home. Lovingly, tenderly, Spirit is calling, calling beloved, come home.
And when we surrender to the truth, we know that we are already home. We are surrounded by Spirit. It runs in, around, and through us. And we are all one in this Spirit world, in this Spirit embrace. And so I welcome each one here today because I know that we are all celebrating the one life, the love, the compassion, and the caring that goes throughout our lives and those of those we love. And so I know that everyone here will find inspiration from the words, from the songs, from the smiles that they receive. And I just sit and surrender to the feeling of oneness, of love, and of peace. And so I simply let this gathering unfold because I know it will unfold in the right and perfect way. And so it is.
Come home, come home. You who are seeking, come home.
And now I welcome our own beloved anniversary gal, Reverend Angelica.
Good morning, everyone. I don't know whether, oh, by the way, my talk this morning is called Trust is a Verb. This subject is really interesting. If the rest of the month is like the beginning and up till today, it's going to be really interesting. You know, I tell you over and over again that I'm learning just like you are. And the universe is constantly giving me little experiences. So I wrote to you actually on my Friday message about a half dream I had of a really beautiful lake. And I was sitting there admiring this lake and the peacefulness of it and everything. It wasn't a very big lake because I could see across it to a group of people that seemed to be enjoying themselves as well. And yet, as I'm enjoying this beautiful lake, suddenly I hear these loud, angry voices, and one of them picks up this rock and angrily throws it into the water, and I watch those ripples come up to where I was, and they were carrying the energy of anger, and I'm wondering, well, how am I going to stop this energy of anger coming toward me? So I look for a stone, and I find a little one. There were only little ones around me, and so I tossed it into the lake, creating a gentler set of ripples, but still they came up and met the ones that were coming toward me, and then sort of dissipated and changed their pattern. And at that point, I was in this half sleep, half meditation place, and at this point, I wake up fully and say to myself, this is how I respond to politics. I can't stop all the angry rocks that are being thrown into the world, but I can choose what kind of ripple I add. And so I thought, wow, that's a really good lesson. And then life gave me an opportunity to practice it. So the street I live on is Primrose and Cutton. It joins Walnut, where Walnut is making this curve. And so in order to get out onto Walnut, I have to really sort of stick the nose of my car out, you know, and look this way and look that way. That way, there's always somebody who lives along Walnut with a big truck. So that makes me nervous. And on this way, somebody recently has had some sort of a trailer. So it's like, and you know, I have to scooch out a little bit more with my car to get onto Walnut and make sure that it's safe for me to turn. So I wrote the Friday message on Friday morning. And Friday afternoon, as I was creeping forward, all of a sudden, 3 very young boys came cruising out of the sidewalk across the street and onto the next sidewalk, and they all had electric bikes. And I had to like stomp on the brakes really fast, and it scared me. It really, I mean, every fiber of my being was like, you know, tense. And then they're gone, and I managed to turn, and my mind takes over. Why are those kids riding those electric bikes? They're too young. Why didn't they stop and look? Why are they riding on the sidewalks? It's not legal. Don't their parents know what they're doing? And on and on and on. The boys were gone. Everybody was safe. Nothing bad happened. Yet I'm driving down the street conducting an entire mental prosecution of these little boys and their parents. I still don't understand. They couldn't have been more than 10 or 11. And to have, you know, what are they doing with electric bikes in the first place? But anyway. So as I'm driving down the street, I'm going, wait a minute, this is not where I want to be. And I started thinking about the fact that I'm going to be talking about trust as a verb. And then I think this led me into a whole nother thing about the fact that we often think that trust means believing that nothing frightening or upsetting will ever happen. That's not really trust, though. Life will startle us. People will disappoint us. Someone will cut us off in traffic. A headline will frighten us. Someone we love will say the wrong thing. But trust is not about believing that life will never disturb our peace. Trust is knowing that when our peace is disturbed, we can find our way back to the center. The first reaction may simply happen. My body saw 3 bicycles with little boys on them appear in front of my car and shouted, "Danger!" But once the danger was over, consciousness had another choice. Everyone's safe. The moment's over. Can I trust that enough to release it? Well, obviously I didn't. Those boys didn't carry that incident down the street. Only I did. And it made me think about how often do we do this? How often do we do this? So maybe the driver that cut us off is 5 miles away and we're still complaining about it. Maybe the person who offended us has gone home. The conversation ended yesterday. The politician who infuriates us doesn't even know our name. Yet we're still having the argument. Trust becomes a verb when I say this is no longer happening. I don't have to keep it happening in my consciousness. Well, life decided I need a second lesson. So yesterday, I'm trying to pull out into the street, and I saw those same 3 boys again on their electric bikes. They're driving down the sidewalk, having what appeared to be a really good time. Did I think, oh, look, those boys are having so much fun? No. My mind started, there they are again. Why are they careening down the sidewalk? Don't their parents know what they're doing? They must live near me since I've seen them now twice. I'd like to talk to their parents. And then I heard myself and I started laughing. Because, as I told you last week, some time ago I asked the universe to gently and humorously let me know when I'm going down the wrong road. Apparently, the universe has hired 3 boys on electric bikes. I realized something else about spiritual growth. Maybe growth doesn't mean that we reach some wonderful state where we never get irritated, judgmental, frightened, or angry. Maybe the distance between reaction and awareness simply gets shorter. The first day, I had an event, fear, anger, the story. The second day, event, old story starts. Awareness, laughter, choice. That's progress. Yay! I didn't have to pretend that the children racing on electric bikes is a good idea. Trust doesn't require me to give up common sense. I can still think, I hope those boys are careful. But I don't have to carry them down the road with me. I don't have to try to find their parents. I just can't even imagine what I would have said if I had. I don't have to mentally lecture anyone. I can bless them, release them, and continue with my day. So then I realized that trust doesn't mean I stop having opinions. It means I stop letting my opinions disturb my inner peace. So what I'm thinking is that perhaps spiritual growth isn't measured by how rarely we're triggered, but by how quickly we recognize ourselves when we are triggered. Last Sunday, I also told you a phrase that kept sticking in my head. I said, I'm becoming conscious that I'm conscious. And I think this is part of what that means. There's a moment when I can hear my own mental conversation and say, oh, look where I've gone. Look what I'm doing. And instead of condemning myself for it, I can stop. I can laugh. I can breathe. I can choose again. And then when I was writing that last night, I'm thinking, ooh, there's this simple spiritual practice right there. When we get into that fear place, which is very easy to do, as we all know, I mean, it seems like the universe is constantly giving us things that can create fear. Here's a practice. First of all, you notice that you're in fear. Oh my God, I'm afraid. And then you take a deep breath, like Susan was having us breathe this morning in the meditation. Breathe. And then when you've taken a couple deep breaths, I like that fact that she said that the breath is, the vagus nerve thing. I learned something else about the vagus nerve. They said this homeopathic doctor that I follow on Facebook said, when you feel triggered, stick out your tongue and hold the sides of it, because that's the connection to the vagus nerve. I thought, wow, and it works too. Anyway, that's not part of the little exercise I thought. First you notice you're in fear. Then you take some breaths. Then you check the facts. Like for me, did anything happen? No. I just had to jump on the brakes fast. And then you choose again. What do I want to think about? What do I want to experience? How do I want to feel? You ask yourself, what actually is happening right at this moment? Not what happened 5 minutes ago or 10 minutes ago or what might happen tomorrow. What is happening right now? In my case, I'm driving down the road. The boys are gone. Everybody's safe. And that reminded me, what kind of ripple do I want to create right here? Trust is not waiting for the world to stop starting us, startling us. Trust is choosing again and again and again what we do after we've been startled. Trust for me was allowing the boys on the bikes to disappear around the corner, not only physically, but mentally. And if I see those boys again tomorrow, well, hopefully, instead of thinking, there they are again, I can smile and say, good morning, gentlemen. I see the universe has renewed your contract. Have you ever noticed that sometimes your greatest spiritual teachers have no idea that they're teaching you? And sometimes spiritual growth is simply learning how to come home sooner. Come home to your center. So trust is a verb, and today I choose trust. And let's go into a treatment. I love it when Jackson plays behind the prayer. Gratefully, I acknowledge the powerful presence of the divine, right here and right now. I recognize that all there is this divine energy that is the source and substance of absolutely everything there is, including us. Right here, I recognize that this divine energy is infinitely intelligent and unconditionally loving. And that means this too is what I am. And so I celebrate life today. I celebrate being able to move down my path of life, being unstartled or not startled by anything that's going on, or not as much as I might have been before. And when I do get startled, I allow myself to remember, wait, all of this is divine energy. All of this is that one presence, one power. And so I breathe into whatever it is, and I let myself remember everything is this amazing divine energy made manifest. Everything. And so I allow myself to be trusting of the universe, trusting of the actions of the people around me, trusting of my own self. Trusting myself to stay as centered as I possibly can. And I know that as I continually practice being centered, it becomes easier and easier and easier, no matter how long I've been in this teaching. And so I celebrate life. I celebrate the ability to trust life. I celebrate being able to trust the life that is expressing itself as me and as everyone that I see. And I'm grateful, so very grateful, to know that trust is indeed a verb, an action. I'm so grateful to be able to do this action, to trust life itself. And with a grateful heart, I release these words knowing that they are already so, and so it is. Thank you. Anna is our musician this morning. She sounds like she understood what I was talking about.
Next time, honk your horn.
Oh, they will probably would have startled them if I did.
That's the idea.
But they could have done something and fallen off.
I'd rather startle them than peel them off the sidewalk. I got quick horn reflexes, you can imagine. You don't get away with it around the banana, baby. So, this is a song written in the style of who wrote Tom Lehrer? Anybody remember Tom Lehrer? Poisoning pigeons in the park, and well, we'll all go together when we go, every Hottentot and every Eskimo. He was a post-war physicist, teacher. It's called "The Lord Made Me Do It." So I'm going to advocate for using wow instead of God. Yeah. Say God. God. Say wow. Wow. Doesn't that feel better? God or wow? Wow. All right, all right. The Lord made me do it is heard through the land. From New York to Baghdad, they're feeling his hand. The Lord gave the righteous a terrible ride. So get out of the way or get your ass kicked by God. Some call him Allah, some call him Baal, some call him Buddha, some nothing at all. Some say Jehovah, some call him Jah. The Lord made me do it. You can hear the sheep baa. Oh, the Lord made me do it. It's heard to the land. From New York to Baghdad, they're feeling his hand. The Lord made me do it. I got a terrible rod. So get out of the way or get your ass kicked by God. You can all sing along if you feel like it. Now Jesus said, smile, and I'll give you a kiss. It's about time the world thought about this. You know it's not easy, not a road for the meek. So just bend over and turn the other cheek. The Lord made me do it, is heard to the land. From New York to Baghdad, they're feeling his hand. The Lord gave the righteous a terrible rod. So get out of the way or get your ass kicked by God. The Lord made me do it, so please let us pray that God will stop making me act this way. When I close my eyes, it gives me a thrill, 'cause pie in the sky in your eye is God's will. And the Lord made me do it. I hear through the land. From New York to Baghdad, they're feeling his hand. The Lord gave the righteous a terrible rod. So get out of the way or get your ass kicked by God. Amen. I wrote that in 1982 for Reagan.
Thank you, Anna. All right, so now it's time to share our gifts. If you'll join me. I gratefully give from the fullness of my abundance, knowing my gift blesses this center, all in it and beyond. And so it is. Thank you for these gifts. I gratefully accept them on behalf of our center, knowing that they bring with them energy and hope and faith that our center will continue to expand and bless our community. And so it is. Thank you both. So our fearless runner, Scott, has joined us. How did it go? Ah!
I came in first
Yes!
in my class.
Yes!
I came in 70 to 74.
Yes!
I wish there were two.
So for those of you on Zoom who could not hear, Scott won. Anyway, I'm so glad that you're here, and I did make the announcement that you'll be handing out. Great. Scott has the books for his class for next Saturday. So anyway, thanks so much for joining us after your race. Quite a morning. So at this point, I'm going to ask if anybody would be willing to come up and read our community statement of inclusion. Is there somebody who feels called to do that? Olivia.
Okay. We, the Eureka Center for Spiritual Living, are a community that celebrates diversity, fosters inclusion, champions inner work, and creates space for brave, vulnerable conversations. We are a community that honors the unique emanation of God that each person embodies and advocates with people for human rights and dignity for all. We are a community that blesses each other, sees sacredness in all life, remains learners and listeners so we may grow together, and understands that oneness is not sameness. Together, we know our beloved community is revealed more fully when we love each other well.
Yay. All right, so at this point, if everybody could stand up and let's make a circle, and we'll do the peace song.
Okay.